Good morning to all. I am Uma Priya, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. So in this session, we are going to see about the execution process of a C program. So first and foremost is the basic steps for creating and executing a C program. So here this creating and executing a C program includes 4 steps, and the first step is creating a source code, and the next step is compiling the created source code, and the third step is running the executable code, and the last step in creating and execution process is checking the result. So we will see each and every step in detail. So here, to create a source code, you have to open an editor, you have to write the program, and you have to save the code. You have to press F2 in your keyboard to save the code. And to compile the code, you have to press Alt plus F9. To execute, that is to run the code, you have to press Ctrl plus F9. And to see the result, we have to press Alt plus F5. So these are the, so this F2, Alt F9 and Control plus F9. So these are the shortcut keys for these steps. And we will see one by one here. Creating a source code. How to create a source code. So before looking into creating a source code, we have to know what is a source code is. So a source code is the file which contains the programs, which contains the executable statements written in high level language. Then to create a source code, we need a text editor to write that program. So in C programming language, every source code is saved with .c extension. So after writing the source code, we have to save that code. Using F2 key, we can save that code, and we have to give the file name with .c extension to save the code. And the steps to create the source code are: open a text editor, create a new file, then type the instructions that you are going to execute, then save the file using .c extension. So the next step in our execution process is compiling the source code. So what is compilation? Compilation is nothing but translating the code from high level language to low level language. High level language is user understandable language, and low level language is machine understandable language. So before translating the high level language to a low level language, the compiler will check for errors in the code. If there exist any errors in the code, then it will not translate the code. It will list all the errors, and the user have to clear all the errors. So once there are no errors in the code, then the translation process will be carried out. So to compile a C source code in Turbo C, we have to use the shortcut key Alt plus F9. And after converting this high level language into a low level language, that is the after this compilation process, the next step in our execution is running the executable code. So once the compilation process is over, the compiler will generate an executable file called .exe file. So this .exe file is the executable file. So we need to execute this file to generate the result. To run a C executable code, we use the shortcut key Ctrl plus F9. And the next step in our execution process is checking the result. After execution, the result is placed in the window called user screen. So we need to open that screen and we have to check the result. So to open that screen, the shortcut key used is Alt plus F5. Now this slide tells you the overall process of the execution. So here a source code is generated first, and I'm storing this source code using sample.c. So the source code is stored with .c extension. So once the source code is created, it is given to the compiler. Now the compiler will check for the errors. If there exists any error in the code, it will list all the errors and the user who generated the source code have to clear the errors. So once the errors are cleared, the compiler will generate a object code. So that object code is named as with .object obj extension. So after the object code has been created, that is given to the linker. So what is the use of this linker? The linker will link all the header files, library files needed for the program. So if I have used .stdio.h, then that file will be included in the program. So that file will be linked by the linker. So once the linking process is over, an executable file will be generated. So this executable file is named with .exe extension. So this executable code is given to the processor and it will process the executable code. The output will be displayed on the user screen. So this is the process in program execution. Thank you.